Hey guys, I'm going to be throwing up some new videos on my One Way to Turn website. These are going to be hopefully HD videos and a little bit better quality than the ones I have up there, and hopefully you can hear me a little better. So the first new video that I'm going to throw up there is the Jet 1442 lathe. This is one of Jet's better lathes that I think they have. I really like it. First of all, it has cast iron bed and cast iron legs. Weighs quite a bit, and what we've done here is taken little pieces of this rubber mat and stuck it under the feet to keep it from scooting around. Sometimes you'll get dust underneath it, and it'll still scoot around because you don't want your lathe to move around. A lot of people sometimes will put lathes on mobile beds, and that's just a bad idea because even though you may lock the wheels on those mobile beds, they'll still move around a little bit. This lathe has a 1 horsepower single-phase motor. It has a Dakin's variable speed drive, meaning you got to turn it on, and it's got an adjustable belt inside where you move the handle with the lathe on to increase or decrease the speed. Max RPMs are 3,000. Slowest is about 450. That's what the dial says. Works good for turning most things. Now if you've got something really big that's out of round, that speed is almost too fast. That's the only disadvantage I've seen with this lathe. One of the neat things they've thrown into this lathe is on the legs they've got supports where you can built in a shelf below, so it's meant for using a 2x4, and then you put a board across the 2x4, and you can either weight the lathe down if you need it heavier, or if you just want some place to store your tools. Now, being that it's a 1442, you've got a 14-inch swing over your bed, so 7 inches from here to here, so you can essentially turn something 14 inches in diameter. And you've got a 42-inch length on the bed. Now, the actual turning distance, the longest piece you can turn is probably about 38 inches, depending on what live center you have down here. This is an aftermarket one we've put on. Pretty nice quill travel. I believe it's about 4 inches. Let me roll this all the way out here to make sure. We're at 2, 3, and 4. Yep, 4 inches. And it's got it marked on here. You can't see with the glare. Sorry about that. It does come with one tool rest, which is a longer one, which might not be the best for turning pins and stuff, but you can replace it with a smaller one. They've got holes all the way around the locking tool rest here, the banjo, so you can take this and place it at different angles depending on where it suits your needs the best. One of the other nice things about this lathe is the ability for the headstock to swivel out. You pull, and then, sorry, I'm going to have to put this down here. Sorry. Okay, so you pull that little lever out, and then you can swivel this out. So you can actually turn outboard or off the side of your lathe. And included in with a lathe, it comes with a swing arm that actually swings out to mount your tool rest outboard. Now you want to be careful with that because if you do get a big catch, it is possible to break the casting on that. But for the most part, it's a really heavy-duty lathe and a fantastic lathe. If you're ever looking to get an upgrade lathe from, say, your mini lathe, or wanting to buy a first lathe, but you're not necessarily wanting a small one because you're wanting to, say, do bowls or whatever. This is probably one of the best lathes that I think you can get for your money. You can do everything from tiny stuff to pins to, large, bowls, platters, all of that, and even you can turn outboard and get a little bit bigger capacity. So, yep, we've got the Jet 1442, fantastic lathe. I highly recommend it.